The Sagana-Kenol-Marua Highway may look like just another highway project, but in reality, it is a strategic, economic, political, and geopolitical instrument. It's not only key to Mount Kenya's growth, it is part of Kenya's bid to dominate East African trade, unlock diaspora investment, and secure leverage in the emerging Africa continental free trade economy. This road is not tarmac. It is power. Let me take you slowly. This road stretches 84 kilometers and it starts from Murang'a, that is Kenol, and passes through Kirinyaga, that is Sagana, and goes straight to Marua in Nyeri. This dual carriageway sits in Kenya's most politically and economically strategic voting bloc, that is the Mount Kenya region. This road is not just a local development project. It is economically important to Kenya because it unlocks Mount Kenya region and positions Kenya strategically, especially in its move to trade with countries like Ethiopia and other African countries. Kindly watch this video to the end, don't drop, and also don't skip ads. Let me ask, do you know who is funding this project and who is likely to benefit? Let me tell you. This project is funded by the African Development Bank and the government of Kenya at a cost exceeding 35 billion Kenyan shillings, and it's built by Chinese engineering contractors. This road forms part of Kenya Vision 2030. It is part of a project that will transform the country, that is Kenya, into middle-income industrial economy. It's also directly linked to the Northern Corridor, the trade route pushing Kenyan goods not south but north to Ethiopia's 120 million consumers. I know mostly when we talk about this road, people look at it just as a Mount Kenya project. In that, they forget that we are trading with Ethiopia, and the only way we can access Ethiopia is actually through expansion of a road like this. Interior PS Dr. Raymond Omolo tweeted this about this highway. The Kenol-Marua Dual Carriageway Highway, which cuts across the agricultural heartlands of Murang'a, Kirinyaga, and Nyeri, is now fully tarmacked in several sections, with the drainage and gabion work substantially completed, spanning key towns such as Makutano, Sagana, and Karatina. The project includes modern interchanges and bridges to ease traffic flow and enhance road safety, with the interchange now progressing well and at advanced stages of completion. Alongside enhancing mobility, the project also supports community empowerment and environmental restoration through skills training, institutional capacity building, and tree growing initiatives. Hashtag delivering the plan. So what are you seeing here? This highway will definitely unlock the economic potential of Mount Kenya region, and by extension the economy of Kenya. As I mentioned, it aligns with the Vision 2030, which seeks to transform Kenya into middle income industrial economy. As I mentioned earlier, this is not just a road, but it is an economic pipeline. Mount Kenya exports tea, coffee, avocado, macadamia, dairy, all high-value global commodities. Yet logistics delays have cost farmers billions. This dual carriageway enables 50% faster movement to Nairobi and export terminals. Cold chain investors, agro-processors, logistics firms, and diaspora land buyers have already started quietly positioning. Land prices along the route are rising. This is wealth transfer in motion. You see, we have many Kenyans in the diaspora. They are in America, UK, Australia, Canada, Germany, and many other countries. And they want to invest in Kenya, especially in logistics, where this road can really attract them. So logistically, this road is going to benefit investors who have been interested to invest in Kenya and grow our economy. This road has pan-African and diaspora strategic value. I'm just adding to what I said. This road is positioned as a key infrastructure spine for the African continental free trade area. Once fully connected via Isiolo and Moyale, Kenya can push exports into Ethiopia, South Sudan, and many other countries beyond its traditional coastal routes. For diaspora investors, this is one of the most strategic logistics and agro-industrial zones to watch. This is where industry parks, cold storage hubs, real estate power moves, and cross-border logistics giants will be anchored. This is where diaspora money becomes infrastructure-backed wealth. Now let's shift gears to power game, Uhuru versus Ruto. This project was originally started by Kenyatta because it was Kenyatta's flagship Mount Kenya backbone project. But now President William Ruto has aggressively rebranded it as a Kenya Kwanza economic artery. If you remember, at some point I read a tweet by Interior PS, that is Dr. Raymond Omolo, talking about this project. And at the end of it, I must have mentioned something about hashtag delivering the plan. So what does it mean? The Ruto administration is taking credit. People say that when Kenyatta left office, the project was 70% complete, but the 30% Ruto is almost done with it. So give him credit as well. Additionally, remember this project has impact on the ground. For regular citizens, travel time slashed by half, accidents and fatalities drop, local trading hubs emerging in Kagio, Karatina, Sagana, landowners and SMEs prepare for industrial and logistics investments. Real estate along the corridor already inflating in silent speculation. The corridors is transforming not gradually but strategically and financially engineered. These are my closing remarks. The Sagana-Kenol-Marua Highway is more than infrastructure. It is a geopolitical chess piece. It determines trade positioning, diaspora capital deployment, Mount Kenya political control, and Kenya's future within African Continental Free Trade Area. This is real development that Kenya has been waiting for. And for anyone watching Kenya with a strategic eye, that Kenya is on the move to develop and ensure that regions are opened up for economic transformation of the entire country. However, as I mentioned in the previous video, people have been discussing this highway, and some people say that how come these highways are just built in Mount Kenya region. But again, here you've seen that this is not just a regional infrastructure or flagship project. It's a project that aims to improve Kenya's trade positioning in Africa. This is a project that will enable Kenya to access the Ethiopian markets so easily. And remember this, Ethiopia has 120 million consumers. So having this road, reducing time spent on the road, and also making it easier for us to transport our goods or to export our goods to Ethiopia, then that is good for the country. And remember this, not just Ethiopia, South Sudan is also involved. And also remember this project is also linked to LAPSSET, which is Kenya's flagship project that is focused on ensuring that Kenya transforms into middle income industrial economy. So let's see this project as a national project, not just a regional project, because it is part of Kenya's economic transformation.